So if you're watching this video, you probably finished the main story of Assassin's Creed Mirage and thinking what the heck that ending even mean. If you still haven't played through the entire story of AC Mirage or AC Valhalla, spoiler alert because there will be spoilers in this video. The entire game of AC Mirage basically explores the original story of Basim, who we meet later in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Basim ibn Ishaq is the human reincarnation of Loki, a member of the Isu or the ones who came before, an advanced progenitor species to humanity. We explore the early adult life of Basim from street rat to full-fledged assassin or hidden one against the backdrop of 9th century Baghdad during a period of time we historians refer to as the Islamic Golden Age. At this point in time, Basim is unaware that he is Loki, and despite warnings and an intense fight from his mentor Roshan, proceeds to go into the Isu vault underneath Alamut, the fortress of the Hidden Ones, accompanied by his childhood friend Nihal. Once Basim interacts with this strange pod in the chamber, the person imprisoned inside of it turns out to be Nihal. At this point, it's revealed that Nihal is a figment of Basim's imagination, or rather an aspect of Loki's consciousness that has been trying to direct the physical body of Loki, that is Basim, to find her. Everything that Nihal has said or done, Basim said or did. Nihal is not exactly a physical being stuck in this pod, but rather a visual representation of Loki's memories and consciousness that was put away indefinitely by the other Isu. Even her name Nihal, which means newly planted tree in Persian, indicates this, as Loki and the other Aesir Isu, led by Odin, uploaded their essences through the supercomputer Yggdrasil so that they can be reborn amongst the humans, which was one of the many attempted solutions by the various factions of the Isu to preserve themselves when the extinction level Great Catastrophe hit Earth. So what does recurring Jinn mean in Basim's dreams? The Jinn or Jinni is a visual symbol for the repressed memories of Loki being tortured during his imprisonment. The hologram recording of the past we encounter at the start of the game and at the end depicts a scene where a prisoner who we can assume to be Loki and a torturer are interacting with each other. Once Loki/Basim regains their memories by reuniting with Nihal, the Jinn or symbol of repression is dispelled. This is where things get a little interesting, as we're not explicitly told who the person torturing or imprisoning Loki is. If we were to look at the events of AC Valhalla and the Norse mythology from our own reality, it's more than likely the mystery person is Odin, who reincarnates as Eivor Varinsdottir, the main character of AC Valhalla. In the Assassin's Creed lore, Odin carried out revenge on Loki for Loki's orchestrated poisoning of Baldur, the son of Odin, which only happened due to Odin's brutal tricking of Loki's son, Fenrir, as Odin believed that Fenrir would somehow be a part of Ragnarok, or what we know as the Great Catastrophe, during which humanity and the Isu were at war, which only ended when the coronal mass ejection from our sun hit Earth. Odin based his actions against Fenrir based on the mathematical and temporal calculations the Isu can perform for telling portions of the future. In Norse mythology, Odin also imprisons Loki after the poisoning of Baldur in a cave, so this all lines up as Assassin's Creed bases much of its narrative and lore and interpretation of religion on alternative parallels to our reality's history and mythos. For the last part of the AC Mirage ending cutscene, we can see that Loki is swearing vengeance on the people responsible for his imprisonment and torture should they still be alive. This of course leads us to the events of AC Valhalla, where Loki is traveling to hunt down Odin and the other Isu reincarnations down. We also see interestingly that his eagle companion Enkidu no longer lands on Loki's physical arm and instead rakes Loki's face with his talons. This is alluding to the fact that even Enkidu can sense that Basim is no longer the Basim he was familiar with, but an entirely different being, Loki. All of this gives a bit more context to the scene in Valhalla, where Basim stands over the grave of Eivor, or Odin, in a somewhat sobering moment, where Basim, after so many centuries, has come out as the winner for the time being, as the franchise seems to pivot to Basim or Loki as the next protagonist following Layla Hassan. More than likely, the storyline where Loki now reunited with his wife Angerboda or Alethea in the form of her consciousness inside the Trismegistus staff that grants biological immunity will continue to try to reunite with the rest of his family and carry out his vengeance against the Isu. And that's it. That's AC Mirage's ending explained. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you want more fun stuff, lore videos, and gaming content, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.